Welcome back to Missouri River Bottom for episode 26. I'm BP, and today we finally sell some beef cattle. We are jumping in right where we left off last episode, guys. We have beef cattle to sell. So our oldest black Angus heifers have given birth, and it is time to get them sold. So we are moving all of them to the trailer, and we're going to take them down to the animal dealer and get them sold. After that, I think we're going to let time progress a little bit. I believe we should be able to plant oats tomorrow, or I'm sorry, harvest oats tomorrow. I think last episode I was calling that field a wheat field, but it is oats. We couldn't plant wheat because we bought the field too late in the year. So we put oats in there so we could cycle the field in case we wanted to put wheat in this season. So I think we're just going to harvest our fields to wrap things up here and leave them unplanted. So we'll get those oats harvested when they're ready. We'll continue to watch our animals. I think we have some limousine cattle that are ready to give birth in about 2 months as well. So we'll have another batch of cattle to sell, and we'll go from there. So thinking back to the beginning of this series, we bought these 100 black Angus cattle for $300. So 100 of them at $300. We spent, let's just call it, wow, the brakes on this truck are giving out. Hold on, ladies. That's $30,000. They're now worth over $3,300 each. So they've improved in price by tenfold since we bought them. Initially, and for several years, they were on meadow grass and didn't cost us anything. And then we started putting them on silage. I think they were on silage for like a month, maybe two. And then we got the chopped corn field, and they were put on TMR to finish them off. So a little bit of an expense there, but we're producing the TMR for our dairy cattle anyways. So it wasn't any extra work. We were going to buy the field. We were going to buy the equipment. We were already sort of in that mode of producing TMR. So in the end, I look at that as sort of a wash. There isn't really much cost to feeding them TMR when we were already producing it. And we produced several million liters of TMR, so it wasn't like there was any shortage. So overall, this is our long-term investment in animals. This has been, a real, I guess, a task that has stayed with us from the beginning and sort of carried us to some of our last episodes. So it's fun to see that return. We certainly at this stage with 2.6 million in the bank, we're not hurting for cash, but in order to keep the farm profitable and to keep room in the barn for the new animals, it's time to sell these ladies. They are getting close to the time where they're going to start going down in value. We certainly don't want that. So let's go ahead and get on the trigger there. And here we are transferring back 100 for $337,500. So we're making $307,000 on this group of cattle alone. And the beauty of it is we have the calves they just gave us to replace them. So all in all, not only do we make $307,000 on the deal, minus maybe a little bit of the cost of food, but we have another 100 cattle in their place that will, over the course of the next several years, sell for, the same amount again. So really became self-sustaining, and really excited that part of our playthrough came together. So we're going to go ahead and drive the animal trailer back to the farm. We will progress into July, which is when I believe the oats will be ready, and I'll probably pull you guys back in when it's time for harvest. We are in July, guys, and I have our first harvester at the field. Our oats are ready. Let's see if we can do this without driving in someone else's field or destroying any of our crop. It's a little bit tight back here. Go ahead and get connected up here. Let's raise, let's unfold. And I actually am thinking we're going to turn straw swath off for this last harvest. Interesting. Thought that turned it off. Maybe not. Nope, that's not what we want. There we go. Go ahead and get all that spread. Alright, jump into the menu. We're going to go with 2 vehicles, 2 sets of headlands, 0 round corners. Go ahead and generate that course. Once we get that in there, we'll need to save it. And we can just save that as field 25. Harvesting. We already have one in here, but it doesn't seem to have... doesn't indicate that it has 2 harvesters running on it. So let's go ahead and save that. And we want this guy on the left. We want him starting at the first waypoint. And he is off. Well, they're going to lay... Look at they're laying straw whether we want them to or not. Let's jump in here and see if we can find lower tool offset raise tool. Straw swap. Headlands disabled. Deactivated. That's what we want. No straw coming out for us to pick up. The rest of that will get mulched in, not a big deal. Alright, let's grab our other harvester. I did tuck our new sprayer in here. Sort of in our big equipment section of our cold storage shed. Grab a header here. I think we'll loop around the building. I'm afraid turning around over here is going to be a little bit tight. Oh, little bounce there. Come on, get back in line there, header. Good. So as I said, we'll get this oat harvested. We got a couple little errands to do while that's running. Should run some milk down to the production if we get too much of that. Need to check on the wool. Run through our productions real quick, but we'll get this guy started. We want him on the right side. When it comes time to doing everything, we should get him set up to not drop a straw swath as well. We'll have to go into the settings to do that. So we can actually, this is going to be a lot easier. We can use the field. We get turned around. And let's jump in here. That's not what we wanted to do. Jump into the menu and straw swath deactivated. Let's clear the current course. Let's load the new course. We want him on the right side, the first waypoint, and let's set him on his way. Make sure he gets started. Should be right there, so I don't know why he's folding up, but you know, that's just what they do sometimes. He's flying. This guy's making good work on his headlands. Let's get our grain cart set up, ready to run. don't know that we're gonna get out of that door from this angle. Let's see about trying to get this thing straightened out a little bit. Oh, we can come out this door if we back up. Perfect. That's even better for us. Run the grain cart over there. Oh, we got a problem with the TLX can't park because of all the wool we have. We'll run over and deal with the wool next because we need the TLX for the Wilson Pacesetter trailer so we can get the oat into the silo and ready to sell. Alright, we'll run this guy down. Go grab the TLX and we'll let them harvest away. Need to get the grain cart set up far enough down that it doesn't conflict with the first headland on the outside. So let's try here. Make sure we have the right field selected. Excellent. Unload combine. And it seems like he is good to go, or she is good to go. Wonder how we doing on the headlands? Oh yeah, we are almost down the far side, so we are in good shape. And this guy's gonna have just shy of probably about 90,000 liters of oats, maybe a little more. I don't think it'll quite get to 100,000 on the first pass, but 100,000 liters or thereabouts on the headlands is not a bad way to go. So I'll tag back in with you guys when we have the TLX set up and the field's coming to an end. We are all set at the field. We have the quad track on the grain cart. I just used the TLX to bring the pace setter over. I think they're on their last set of headlands, heading around for the last time before they see ups and downs. Start the ups and downs. I did check when I was bringing the TLX over here, and our limousine cattle, that was a weird way to say that, our limousine cattle gave birth. So we have 100 new baby limousine beef cattle. So it is time to go collect these limousine and get them sold. So we are closing in on all of our animals being ready for their first cycle of selling. It does look like both the second set of Black Angus and the second set of limousine are getting ready to give birth to their first set of babies as well, the first set of calves. So we are like real close here, guys. We got a couple of fields to harvest, and then we've got some cows to deliver, and it's going to be a wrap on Missouri River Bottom. It has been a lot of fun. It was a big adventure. We did overnight, you guys didn't see, but I have the Sell Excess Animal mod installed, and we had 450 sheep born overnight, and they were all sold as well, which is why the bank balance is up over 3 million. So we are a full-blown livestock farm at this point. Cattle and sheep, we are producing in quantity. We have all of the food and equipment and amenities necessary to keep ourselves going. So we really did succeed in building a big farm on Missouri River Bottom. So here we are. We want these cows down here. All right, they just gave birth, so let's get all 100 of those, move those to trailer. And then, as I said, let's jump out here. Our other limousine are at 90% reproduction, and our other Angus are at 90% reproduction. I thought we bought them a couple of months apart. I don't know if, I don't know why they'd be showing the same reproduction timeline, but they are, and that's okay. So next month we may have 200 new calves on the farm as well. So Again, just really exciting time here on the farm, getting all this stuff done, all the things we worked for. Love seeing where we started and where we got to. So I'm going to run these guys down to the animal dealer, and I'll check in with you guys when we get there. We've arrived at the animal dealer with our 100 limousine beef cattle. Let's go ahead and get those sold. $333,000. So we made $303,000 on the cattle there. So that was about $600,000 on cattle in the last 2 months. So just a great investment for us. Glad we started with them. Glad we got them going the way we did. Now we're just waiting on that oat field to be wrapped up. I'll probably swing by and get a couple of productions cleaned up on my way back to the farm here. And other than that, I'll check in with you guys when the oats are done and we have a total number for the harvest. We are back in the field, guys. We are on the last pass of the oats. So hoping that this guy makes it across before the quad track pulls in. And I think we're going to try to double dump if that's the case. So we'll get ready. We're going to pull him off his course and be ready to take over just as soon as he completes. Oh goodness, we're going to have a collision. Oh, that was far too close. Alright, we are in control. Let's see if we can get in here. Because the quad track's going to go empty this guy first. So if we can get over here before he starts emptying, we can get it all done at once. Nice, look at that. The double dump. And I think it's just time to run into the quad track and see how much we got. Let's take a look. He doesn't need to be an empty combine anymore because we are empty. So there's 346,000 liters in that load, or in this load. I know he's already dumped into the pace setter once. So I'm not sure if it was twice or once. I was running around doing some other stuff. Got the production stuff cleaned up. Got the TLX part. Got the milk in the chiller. The clothes in the warehouse. Just that kind of stuff. Just trying to keep up with things here. So let's see what we get. And we're going to go ahead and throw the oats in the silo because we're going to have to find the best time to sell them. That does look very full in that front hopper. Maybe we got close to 500 in here already. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be 500 in the front. And so we're going to be at 820,000 liters. Not bad at all. Our TLX should be back by the farm at this point. Where is our TLX? That's a great question. He's supposed to be right here at the farm. Did he get stuck somewhere? Oh, we had a head-on collision, so. All right, I'll clean that up between episodes. But that was not a bad harvest. 820,000 liters of oats. If we take a look at the price on oats here, they're going to be best around December at 628. So we'll get just about, what would that be? 845, about $550,000 worth of oats. We certainly could put it into, you know, a flour factory and produce some flour. But I think at this point, that is going to be an unnecessary step for us. So thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to drop a like and turn on notifications for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.